Colby Covington weighed in on his opinion of Sandhagen Dillashaw. And Colby was taking Sandhagen, but his basic argument was because TJ is coming off of a ped bust because he won't have the candy anymore, it's going to reduce him. That was all Colby said. Historically speaking, Colby talking, historically speaking, when guys come back off these busts, they aren't themselves anymore. Psychologically and physically, they change. I predict the same thing happens with TJ. Now, Colby's right. That is very true, historically speaking. When guys come, and for multiple reasons, right? Not just the lack of the substance, whatever that does to you physically and psychologically, but you've also been on a suspension. Now you've got ring rust to deal with on top of everything else. So Colby is right. I look at it. I agree with him. Dillashaw's probably not going to be the best Dillashaw because of the ring rust, because of the substance changes. But there was some room, wasn't there? I mean, Dillashaw wasn't having that hard of a time. Dillashaw was the champion of the world by a lot. He was meaningfully better than the pack. Even if he comes down ring rust, he's a little bit tired in there. Even if he doesn't look like the best TJ, bet you he's still pretty damn good. It's one of those things. And there's certain things that if you ever hear, you can guarantee the guy's not going to win. And I don't know why. If you ever hear a fighter, any athlete anywhere talk about, I'm training smarter, not harder. If you ever hear those terms, that guy is done. That guy is shot. It's over. If you ever hear a coach say, I've never seen him look better. If you ever hear a coach say that, that guy's not going to win. And I don't know why. I don't know what this is about it. I don't know where that lie comes when the coach says, I've never seen him look better. What it is he's trying to patch up, what it is he's trying to fix. I have no evidence behind this other than history. If an athlete ever says, I'm working smarter, not harder, he's done. If you hear a coach say about his athlete, I have never seen him look better, that athlete's not going to win. It's one of those things. This was actually a running, standing joke in Pride, in the Pride organization amongst the officials. If a trainer would come in and he would say things like, oh, this guy, he's never looked better. Never seen him look better. They would always make a joke and know that guy was going to lose. And then he did. It was just one of these things when a coach makes that statement, whatever it is he's trying to cover, whatever reality that he's seeing that he doesn't want to be so, that he's trying to change and manipulate or get into the fighter's head. Let's see how TJ does. I do not think he's going to look like the greatest TJ ever. And not as much because of the substance, but because of the layoff. So to Colby's point, but when you put both of those things together, however, does TJ have to be his best? I mean, he's pretty damn good, right? He was pretty damn dominant. Don't forget, he's back in the bantamweight picture, which is a title that he never lost. He never got beat for that belt. They just took the damn thing from him. So even if he is a little bit reduced, is it still enough? I don't know. I mean, these are all questions. Is Sandhagen just so good that it doesn't matter anyway? And I don't know why the part of the story hasn't been told that these guys used to train together. I don't know if they were teammates and this was a daily thing, a couple of weeks. I don't know if it was just that one workout, but I think that it's a meaningful part of the story. And I think that people tend to enjoy those stories. You'll remember before Garbrandt and TJ fought, just before 3 days before, somebody put out training video. And I think Garbrandt knocked him out, or vice versa. TJ knocked Garbrandt down. There was something to do with that, but people loved it. They used to work out together. They were in the room. How did those workout goes? Like those stories never get tired of being told. And for some reason, this one has a lid on it. I don't know. I feel it's those guys' job to tell the story. It's Sandhagen's job. It's TJ's job. But there's also a belief within the practice room. What happens in the practice room stays there. And maybe these guys just have that honor and they're just going to stick with it. I think it's helpful. I think it's meaningful. I think the opinions of what happened also matter. You guys will remember in more recent memory, but Gilbert Burns versus Kamaru Usman. And Gilbert got pretty vocal about it. Gilbert said, I know what I can do with this guy. I got to get him on the ground. I know these positions, but I know how to deal with him. But that was interesting. That actually moved the line in Vegas. A lot of people started hearing those stories. Usman didn't deny him. People started betting on Gilbert. I think it's a helpful tool. I think it's a great marketing tool. For some reason, these guys are keeping it quiet. That's between them.